Hi, I am Sebasti Valentine, and this is Passion TV NG, a production of Passion Age Media Communications Limited. This production is in collaboration with Ministry of Information and Strategy. A few days ago, we uploaded a content where we went into the coconut factory and made a tour of the facility. We're thankful to everyone that watched that video, to those who shared, and particularly to those people that expressed their interest, honestly, in doing business with the facility. There were some honest questions, and we would like it that you have the answer. So we made a tour to the Commissioner for Agriculture's office, and we're here already to take those questions. She'll be fielding the questions, and of course, this is a listening government, and these communication channels are open so that your doubts can be cleared, you can have information and possibly act on them. So in the few seconds that would follow, please enjoy this program. Your comments and contributions are always welcome.
Before the full operations of that factory begins, beyond the physical infrastructure, there are regulatory, state, federal, and international approvals and certifications that need to be on ground, which are very important for quality assurance and exports to ensure that that factory kicks off running and is running smooth. So that process is ongoing now, and sometimes those things take a while to accomplish. So when those things are completed, then the factory will be in full operations. Well, we can't peg time to it because the approval is subject to someone else's, it's not in your hands completely. It's subject to someone else's recommendations. When you talk about state, federal, and international approvals, you may have control over the one within your jurisdiction, state and federal, but the international, it takes a while for those things to come out. And then you'll have to wait for when the final approvals are given, because as a factory and what is going to be traded there is something that will be consumed or used topically. So we have to be sure that everything there is properly certified so that we're sure of what goes out to the public. It's 100% owned by Akwa Ibom State. That factory was built for Akwa Ibomites, who are the stakeholders, host community, the people that will work there eventually, and all Akwa Ibomites. Well, every journey begins with a step. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Since we're currently doing the certifications, when we're done and then the management infrastructure is put in place, then every other thing will follow after it. So we'll just take it one step at a time. Okay, I would say yes. When that factory was commissioned, there was a website address at the back of the program, but that's not yet made public because there are things that need to be put in place before. Because once you make it public, people will start going on to see, okay, what can I do? What's there for me? Get information about the place and everything that's happening there. It will be made public shortly. Currently, we'll give a contact address of someone from the Ministry of Agriculture. So if anybody wants to make inquiries, the person will be on the ground to give answers. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. People will primarily the oil from that factory will be for exports, but of course there will be some arrangements for local consumption. Well, when there will be a process of selection of vendors for supply of coconut to that factory when the operations begin in full, and then like we've always encouraged people to grow coconuts, whatever size of land you have available, beyond the fact that it's a tree crop, it will last for years, and then it's an economic tree, and then we have that factory to off-take from you, so you would not lack where to sell off what you have. But the vendors, when the process of selection is done, of course we have coconuts all around Nigeria. how do you 300,000 nuts in a shift? So many people will have opportunities to supply coconuts to the factory. So they shouldn't even bother with that. They should just keep their coconuts. Okay. They should just have contacts where they're going to go around and gathering them, and then when the time comes, everybody will be given a fair chance. I encourage everyone, that coconut factory is well sitting in Akwa Ibom State, and like His Excellency the Governor Udom Emmanuel says, it's important that every Akwa Ibomite is a part of this. Grow coconuts, even if you don't have so much land, grow it. And we encourage people. That's why you see us try to reach out to so many people with the hybrid coconut varieties. So grow coconuts any chance you get, and then when you get the opportunity to be a part of supplying raw materials to that factory, you'll be happy that you're a part of it. Of course, the Ministry of Agriculture, through the magnanimity of His Excellency, we support schools, we support individuals, sometimes in cooperative groups, with those hybrid coconut varieties. That's why we say whatever you're doing that is agri related, we have a database in the ministry. You come, let us know what you're doing. So when we have inputs, beyond coconuts, we share so many inputs. We share cocoa, we share oil palm, cassava cuttings, agrochemicals, all sorts of stuff from time to time. So if we have your data, we'll always reach out to you when the time comes. Yes, you come to the Ministry of Agriculture, and then we have a department called the Department for Planning, Research and Statistics. So you leave your data with them, and anytime we have inputs that for you, what kind of agricultural practice you are doing, we contact you. Well, before government set up that factory, they put in everything in place to be sure that it will run smoothly. That includes the maintenance. So when the maintenance structures are put on ground, infrastructure, everything will be maintained properly.
Passion Age Media Communications Limited, producers of Passion TV NG, in collaboration with Ministry of Information and Strategy, Akwa Ibom State, presents Chronicles of the Completion Agenda of Governor Udom Emmanuel. You don't know it till we tell you.